we don't have any tech issues because we've been having a lot. Because I'm a boomer and I don't know how to set up basic technology stuff.
That's okay, as long as you're doing your best. How annoying is my voice?
Yeah, get a better voice. That is the worst voice I've ever heard in my whole life.
That's ableist. I didn't choose to sound like this. Ah!
Hello, Hey everybody, welcome to the program. Before we get started, I wanted to say something really quick here. I had to go. First of all, this is probably going to be a very bad live stream because I got for some reason, my neck has just stopped working. So that's great. And I went yesterday to get like some, I don't know like heating pads or something for my neck has just given up. So it's just in pain for no reason now. And so I'm checking out, paying for this neck pad thing. And there's like this nicer older lady at the checkout. And I'm like, I give her my money and right? And at the end, she's like, she says something, I don't hear her, but she says something and the last word is back. And I'm like, oh, I didn't catch that. I don't want to make this awkward. So I'm just like, she probably saying something about the receipt or something. So I go, no, thank you. And then she looks at me weird and I take the receipt and I leave. And while I'm leaving, I realized she asked, did you hurt your back? So the interaction was, oh, what happened? Did you hurt your back? No, thank you. Bye-bye. What happened? Did you get an injury? Did you hurt your back or something? No, thank you. No, thank you. Bye-bye. So just after all this situation over the past year, have lost my ability to socialize in public. So there we go. Very good.
Can I ask you another question?
Yes, please.
Going back to your stand-up, because I asked you about your stand-up the other stream. If you're comfortable sharing, and if you remember, what are a couple of jokes or lines you remember that like totally bombed? that you just wanted, that you hated so much that you like wanted to sink into the floor after saying?
I mean, the vast majority of them, probably, I would say. Like 90% of them. I really don't. I know I have like probably a notebook or two with those things. But the way that comedy goes here, nobody takes it too seriously. It's mostly just like friends drinking beer. And then there's like one or two people who are actual audience members who wander in off the street. Like that's the Austin comedy scene. Not to put it down. I think it's probably the best for it to be like that.
Sounds fun.
There, yeah. I do have a story though. I went to this one like open mic night where there was a dude who's he's like one of the regular comedy guys, and he had like a Kramer meltdown, like just and it was just like this little sort of like kind of packed but small little theater, and he just like kept saying the N-word for some reason. And what makes this even worse is that the host of the show was a very nice African-American person, let's just say.
Oh my God.
And I was just like in the audience, like, wow. And I, like the weird thing is like sometimes people, because I remember this guy being like a relatively nice guy, like when I spoke to him, but like, I just got the vibe that he just like his brain went away on stage and he just like went down this weird path and couldn't get himself out, but he had a full-on Kramer meltdown. It was pretty bad.
And you're sure it wasn't Crowder? You're sure?
It was it was probably a young Steven Crowder. You're right. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh my God. I'm surprised there's not a video circulating of him having a Kramer on stage somewhere in Canada or whatever.
Hey, maybe someday.
Oh my God. Well, you got anything else, Mary Kate? You want to talk later? I want to make sure you're okay. You're not croaked.
Yeah, I'm down to talk later. I mean, I've always got more questions, but I don't want to hold up. You might want to send me down the sewer pipe and let someone else come up the toilet or whatever.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'll get you back later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
Mary Kate almost died. One of the best contributors to the program almost died last show.
I actually, I have a monkey fact,
Yes, please.
which is, I need your opinion on this because I don't know how to interpret this. So I was reading up on the white-faced capuchin, and you know, George the package monkey is a capuchin, but I don't believe is a white-faced capuchin. But apparently, eyeball poking is a behavior shown by these monkeys to say, "I trust you so much, I'll let you put your finger in my eye." Fingers can be inserted into the eye socket right up to the knuckle. The monkeys do this in pairs and normally hold hands at the same time.
Wait a second. This is like a sort of friendship activity?
Yeah, but
They
I
poke
don't
each
know
other
what they
and
mean by
they do a
right
full
up to
of
the knuckle.
Oh my god, that's more than just an eye poke. That's like that's an eye gouge.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Maybe they have like super deep extra space next to their eyes.
Oh my god. And do they try to do this with people? Do they try to bond with the human by like gouging their eyes, or is this is a strict monkey
That's a
behavior?
good question.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'll have to do some more research.
Do you remember that movie Monkey Trouble? Remember Monkey Trouble?
No.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Okay,
what?
we'll talk about that later. It was like a kids movie from the 90s where this
Okay.
girl like steals a monkey or something. It's pretty good.
Okay, I can. You know what? I can do this as like an assignment.
Yes.
and
This
I'll let you know
I
what
can't
think
believe
about
I
it.
can't believe that that's true. That monkeys to like bond with each other, to be friends, gouge each other in the eyes.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Because their fingernails are like really sharp. Like there's like these pet owners and they have to like file them down because otherwise, you know.
Monkeys are weird. Well, this is good. I love how much monkeys they do crimes and they gouge each other in the eye. That's what we've learned on this
Yes,
program.
for friendship. Yeah.
Well, Laura, should I flush you, or you got anything else you want to talk about?
You can flush me. I'm
All right,
good.
you're flushed. Bye. Castle, one of the greats. Seems like one of those guys where you're just like, yeah, everybody likes that guy. That jerk. Everybody likes him. Nobody likes me, but everybody likes Castle. This is something we need to mention in every one of these streams. The Vincent Gallo sucks guy. There's a guy who just came into the chat, said Vincent Gallo sucks, and then nobody ever heard from him again. If that guy can get in the Discord and you defend this, you know, I liked Buffalo 66. I probably wouldn't be able to sit through any of those Vincent Gallo movies ever again, but I just like that a guy was like, Vincent Gallo sucks, and then he just disappeared. I guess so. But here, guys, I forgot to do this, and it's the time to do this. We have another sponsor, actually. We have another sponsor. Oh no. This company's called, I really wanted to get a sponsorship from Hello Tushy, but I couldn't do it, so we got, this is really good. Hello Toilet, it's called. And this is their graphic right there. Hello Toilet is the first walk-in toilet. I don't know I mean, if you could look at the graphic, I'm not exactly sure how this works, but the graphic, I guess, is sort of an instruction to. You go inside the toilet, and there's like a shower head on there. So I guess you flush and the shower goes. So Hello Toilet, guys, check out Hello Toilet. Our new sponsor. Very good. Gonna put some R-rated stuff in it.
Well, no, it's
Gonna
just
put
put
some-
that doesn't wear a shirt and like female nipples are, you know.
Frowned upon. Blocks for brains.
Hello.
Yo, what up, Blocks?
Hey.
What up?
Well, welcome to RM Brown's live stream on April 7th, 2021.
Yep, correct.
where we make it rain gray chew and we throw stuff because our money's all in Dogecoin.
Blue Chew. Blocks for Brains, you're the resident poet. We got what did you think of that idea for a comic? That shenanigans.
Oh, I think
and
it's
stuff?
great. Yeah, no, I actually wrote some like just notes down here. It's like I was like, oh, that's yeah. No, I think it's just a wonderful idea. I'm really excited about toiletism at large. Yeah, no, I have some ideas. Everybody's like coming up with these different ideas about what it is and should be as meaning, and I'm so excited about the energy. It gets all my like art kind of philosophical sort of.
How do you? Okay, so here's
stuff going.
here's a question, Blocks, because you're a public intellectual, right? Like, you're a public intellectual. How do you get a group of people, let's say like a couple hundred people, how do you get them on the same page to put together an art manifesto? Like, what's
no, I've been thinking about this. Okay, I literally have been going through this in my head where
This is
what I want to do or what I'd like to see done and wouldn't mind, really trying to help with is basically put together what would be a mission statement, meaning that basically what somebody would do is whether you took polls initially or just went in intuition wise, but you try to take a group of people and kind of figure out what they're doing, and you sort of write up something vague and ask you poll people, show people like a quick write-up on what you think toiletism is, and just try and get input from important members of the community, like various people contributing, and just try and figure out what the zeitgeist is. And then you would like basically write up what I would call a mission statement, but it might be either a ratification or a manifesto. I don't know what semantics to use here, but you'd write it out, and then a bunch of people would sign it in the community that would make it quote unquote official within that community that birthed that idea. Something like that.
I like this.
Yeah.
Would it be
Yeah.
like a wiki?
And I'd be willing to like do this footwork because I'm so excited about the idea, and I have my own sort of like lofty injections as far as like what I'm seeing looks, because I see a certain surrealistic vibe within what people are doing, and I see the way your humor is, the way like, just to cut through all the meme bullshit for a second, the way you're using your soundboard and stuff, I feel as though you're really helping to smuggle in critical thinking to people who need it by just talking about duking and dipes and stuff. And it's beautiful. It's like, I love it. I fucking love it. So I sort of see that in toiletism, and maybe I'm projecting here, but I see this sort of intellectual beauty, which I, as an existentialist, see it as more of a philosophically existentialist vibe, but it doesn't matter so much as what you're trying to get done. Meaning, if it is towards critical thinking and just helping humanity in a pragmatic, almost political sense by just being silly and representing stuff in an almost surrealistic way, I think that could be explained similar to how surrealism was ratified originally, in a very positive philosophical sense. Meaning, I personally see this as almost a cultural and logical extension of what surrealism was trying to get done in a new circumstance, with a bit more of a pragmatic edge, like a bit finer point, is it being less totally abstract in its consequence, meaning it's trying to engage people with stuff critical of like a societal level grift that's going on.
Should we have like, maybe, how about this? This will take things into a whole nother territory. What if you have to submit your work? You want your work to be officially kind of approved as toiletism. You have to give it to Mary Kate, and Mary Kate decides. She decides whether or not it's toiletism, and just on her whim,
Sounds awful structuralist and authoritarian, but maybe that would work depending on the individual. And like a benevolent monarchy is sort of like effective if the right person is in charge, but I don't know if that's really going to have any like legs going into the future conceptually.
And you have to call her Comrade Mary Kate, and we all clap for her, and she also claps to let everyone know that she's part of us. But we all know she's really not.
The underlying axiom to your moral logical system becomes whatever she says is morally good, and then we just move on from there.
And people start disappearing who disagree with her.
You should have gone for the head.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, which is fine, because if she thinks it's okay, then it's okay.
Well, very good. Blocks, I'm going to work on this. I like the idea of doing a manifesto. Maybe it'll be a wiki or something. Who knows? Good guy. That's a good guy right there. He's a good guy. He's a surrealist, and he's an existentialist. I'm just going to call him a surrealist because that sounds cooler. Well, guys, we're going to put this episode up on the, we're going to clip it. We're going to clip it to the little thing. We're going to clip it to the thing, and then we're going to send it out, and we're going to do this to it.
No, no. No, no.
Oh, no. That does not sound good for Peppino. Well, guys, this is another beautiful stream in the books. Thank you to all the guests, Spyro, Kyle Hopper, all our classic guests. And I will see you later. Love you guys. And one last thing I want to say to you is two things, actually. This
Blue Chew.
and this.
Bye 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 bye.